Hi everyone, and welcome back to Kids Church Online. Today we're going to be reading from the book of Ephesians. This is a letter that Paul wrote to a church there. I'm going to read from there now, from our Bibles, from chapter 5, verse 8. And it says, "For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of the light." And that's what we're going to be talking about today. But first we're going to sing a really fun song together.
You used to be like people living in the dark, but now you are people of the light, because you belong to the Lord. So act like people of the Lord and make your light shine. Do as God does. Let love be your guide. Be good and honest and truthful as you try to please the Lord. So make every minute count for sharing the gospel, and let the Spirit fill your life.
I'm going to read that verse to you again that we read at the start of today's service. From Ephesians chapter 5, verse 8, it says, "For you were once darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Live as children of the light." Could you imagine living in darkness? It'd be very hard to do anything. Could you imagine doing your maths work, or trying to practice your instrument, or kicking a football? It would be really hard to try and find your way around, moving from one room to the next. You can't see what's on the floor. You might trip, or even worse, stub your toe. Well, today's Bible verse said that we were once living in darkness. But I don't remember ever being a time where it was completely dark. Sure, nighttime's dark, but there's always the sun in the morning. But that's not the kind of darkness Paul is talking about. He's talking about a time when we didn't know Jesus, when we didn't believe in him. We were walking in darkness. We were going around and we were doing things that didn't please God. We were sinning and we didn't know how bad that was. And so people today who don't believe in Jesus are still walking in that darkness. But there's good news. We are now walking in the light. When we believe in Jesus, there's this bright light that shines and we step into it. Because in God, there can be no darkness or evil. And when we believe in Jesus, we have this light too inside of us. In fact, Jesus said in the Gospels, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." And that's us. We're walking in that light of life, no longer walking around in darkness. Now that's pretty cool. We've got this light inside of us. But so what? What are we to do with it? Well, luckily, the Bible's got the answer again. We see that Paul writes we're to make the most of every opportunity. Now, what this means is what we've been talking about the last few weeks. We've been talking about how we need to go and tell others about Jesus. We have the Holy Spirit inside of us, which is giving us courage and strength and the right words to say, so we can tell everyone about Jesus. Because people out there who don't know him are still walking around in that darkness. They're a bit lost, they're a bit scared maybe, but you can tell them about Jesus. And just like the Spirit gives us courage and strength and the words to say, we also have the opportunities given to us. So it might be you're at school and you're on the playground and a friend is looking a bit sad or upset, or maybe they've been hurt or have been sick. You can ask if you can pray for them, and then you can pray for them and tell them about Jesus. Or you might think, why do you say grace before eating a meal? Your friends might think it's a bit strange, but you can tell them why. Or, what did you do on the weekend? You can tell them that you went to church. The gospel says that we're always being given opportunities to tell others about Jesus. And that's what Paul's saying. We need to take every opportunity. Every chance we get, we need to tell people about Jesus, knowing that we have the Holy Spirit as believers and that we have those words to speak. Because we don't want people to be walking around in the darkness. We want them to have the light that we have inside of us. That light is shining bright. The light of Jesus inside of you is shining bright out to the world. You need to have the courage and strength from the Holy Spirit to take that light and shine it onto others who are in the darkness so they can know Jesus too. Now, your parents have got some fun questions for you to work through this week that look at how you guys are the light of Jesus shining out to the world. And next week is going to be exciting as well because it's school holidays. So we're not going to have any kids' church, but what we're going to have is lots of fun activities for you to do at home. So I'm going to pray for all of us now that we can go out this week and we can be the light of Jesus, shining into the darkness, telling everyone the good news about Jesus. So let's all pray. Dear God, thank you for bringing us into the light. Please help your light to shine really bright from us, that others may see it and believe in Jesus, so they no longer have to live in the darkness. Amen.